And let's start with migrations. This is the first one. So basically we have a separate project, DB Migrator. And I was actually discussing with Jose, why can we not just basically take the code that we have in this project and basically paste it in our program filing or application or someplace so it runs automatically like it does in XAF, of course, with some conditional, like if it's in the book mode, and with some like try catch, like only if there is a mismatch or things like that. But basically right here, we are building our DB context and we are calling our database migrate, and it takes care of everything. And if we go to our model, and this project is also completely public. If we go to migration right here, there is the steps that we need to do. Basically, we need to add the reference to our this node package, the entity framework core design. Then in our class, the design time factory, and we can check that one. Basically, this is commented out, this all other part, and then this is throwing the section. So basically, we do it the other way. We comment that line and put everything. And let's put it here. Let's follow the README so we the migration commands. Let's put this here. And let's go. Put in document. And if you see here, basically we have to uncomment out this and comment out the section. And after that, if we follow the tutorial, we make sure that we have the .NET different global tool, and then we do our migration as we are used to. So let's first thing do is open folder in File Explorer and delete all these migrations. Right, and then we just go to our terminal and then run the command, and let's do like the initial setup. So right here, I want to mention that if you, like I just deleted the database, if you run the application, by default, XAF creates the database, but that doesn't create a migration, that you only call ensure database created. So if you do this migration and then run the application, XAF will create the database, but this migration hasn't been run. So when you're trying to run it, it will tell you, hey, the tables are already there. So we could do it two ways. We don't do this migration, we only do it after that. Or we do this, we do one migration, let it take care of that, and then we run the DB migrator project, that is the one that goes and does all the changes. Let's give it a second. All right, getting there done. If you want to remove the migration, you just call the entity framework. So with that, we can basically run this one now. And that should go, again, this is the small code that will take care of it. And if you see, we're logging everything to the console, so you can actually see what is being sent. You see, all the commands are being sent, it's creating everything. Good to go. All right, now we should be able to run the application, and that should, the database should be already created and everything. So here, in this case, we did it through the migration. We didn't let XAF do it, but we can actually let XAF do it and then do our first migration afterward. So let's run it and then let's add a new property. Give it a second. The end goal, I believe, it will be to be able to, instead of having a separate project, make it as a part of the pipeline when XAF is running in the book mode, as we do with XPO, that we don't even have to check anything, it does it for us. Right? right? All right, and we have our application. We go to concurrency object, we have these 4 properties and so on. Now let's go to that same object and let's create a new one. Let's, string test5. All right, now after we did that, we come back to our PowerShell and then let's do the other migration. Test5. We create the migration. And we can even go to our migration folder. It's not there yet, right here, test5. And one thing that actually Jan Paul was mentioning, and he will talk about this a bit more when we get to that part. If you see, everything that is a string property is being mapped to barjack max. That doesn't make sense. I think that it should be the different. I know that we have, and I will see attributes from entity framework, but there are better ways to do it here. Okay. Now we have this in place. Go to our migration project again. Same thing. You can start it as a new project and run it, or basically create an instance and run the second migration, and then we should be able to run our application, have our application running, no error of a schema is not updated, and so on. Okay, we can see actually the queries and everything that did there. Good to go. Let's close this out, run the application. Almost there. All right. I think that this is one of the things that I have seen everyone having issue with. I haven't met no one that for the first time everyone has had a little bit of issue with migration. So now we have test5, we're good to go.